Way. All right, welcome back. Good to see you again. So I usually do Tuesday time-lapse videos on YouTube, and I've decided to do Thursday videos as well. These won't be time-lapse videos. They'll be brought to you in association with buymeacoffee.com. You don't have to buy me a coffee, it's fine. But if you want it, that's cool too, thank you. And the idea of these is just for you to put the kettle on, sit back, relax, and watch me paint. Each Thursday I'll either be doing a scene or escape. Today will be a scene. It's going to be called Can You Introduce Me as Joker? From Joker. Loved this film. Just watched it again recently. Like, superhero stories have their origins, and this supervillain has an origin too. You have to watch not a hero rise, but a villain fall. So at the very start, when he has a for sale sign up, it doesn't just say sale, it says everything must go. Because to become the Joker, everything must go. He has to lose everything. He has to come back home from society that's rejected him. He has to be lonely. He has to be isolated. He has to be deceived, and everyone has to be against him. So many shots of him sort of being burdened by society or being locked in. Or one of the first scenes that you see of him, he's like hunched over, almost buckled by society. A lot of shots of him behind fences and behind bars, sort of being imposed upon by Gotham as well. So, for this character, society is hell. Life is hell. So he walks up those stairs to get home every night. That long staircase that, he's plodding home really slow. It has an effect on him. It pulls him back, and it's hell. And when he becomes the Joker, he dances down the stairs to go back into hell. He's got this confidence now. He's smoking, he's walking, and yeah, interesting film. The picture that I'm doing is from the awesome scene towards the end where he's being introduced as Joker, and he's just standing behind the curtain ready to be called out, and he sort of does this weird sort of almost like ballet or dance or something. It's weird, but he's sort of growing into the Joker, and you can see his confidence sort of come out and become that super villain. So yeah, Can You Introduce Me as Joker? Enjoy. All right, so the first stage is just the pencil sketch stage. So at this point, what we need to do is just get the general image on the canvas. Sometimes for landscapes, I just go, I just get straight on with it, and I do wet on wet technique. Just get the paint down and do a very quick landscape. But sometimes for film scenes, sometimes it's best to sketch out, particularly with figures and portraits, just to make sure you're getting the proportions right. If you're one of those people that struggles with drawing and getting those proportions right, then just do what I do. I just draw a quick pencil grid over the source image that I'm using and put another grid on the canvas, and then you're just doing one square at a time, instead of worrying about getting the figure the right size and everything like that. So I'm just going over my pencil sketch now. If you are on patreon.com/Scenescapeshop, and if you support me, patrons can request my original pencil sketches if they're wanting to give it a go themselves and have a crack at it. And I can provide that to you, so you can have a go. Cheers, by the way. This video is brought to you by buymeacoffee.com/Scenescapeshop. You don't have to give me a coffee, by the way. You don't have to buy me one. It's just for the title. Nice idea, though. I mean, I'll take it, All right, so the next stage is just the acrylic stage. And basically what you want to do on this stage is just block in the canvas. We're trying to get rid of the white. And the reason for that is so that when we put the oil paint on, we can create depth and effects on the materials in the picture, like these curtains, for example. I can make creases quite easily and bounce the light off them with that acrylic underneath. I'll just do a few strokes of oil paint later on. And if you leave some gaps, you've got the acrylic underneath to bring out the material. I know I said it wouldn't be a time-lapse video, but this is just because it's at the blocking in stage. Just sped the video up slightly. How about some music? All right, all the orange curtains complete. Just going over some parts of it. In the image, it's got the outer curtains blue. We'll have fun with that later with getting the lights bouncing off it. But for now, just as before, we're just blocking in the stage with the acrylic paints. I'm reloading my paint with quite a lot of water. I go through very little paints because of that. You can't mix it with oil, but with acrylic you can just water it down, and you can use very, very little, cover most of the canvas without really affecting your supply of paint. So where my pencil sketch has gone around before, I'm not covering that at the minute. I'm just worrying about the curtains in the background for now. Also at this stage, I'm just using a flat square brush as well. Just getting coverage on the canvas, making sure that it's covered as much as possible. You don't need expensive brushes. You don't need expensive canvases. I buy pretty cheap stuff, and it does me just fine. So you can see the outline where Joker is now. Just that mark above where he stands, I'm going to leave white because that's the source of the light, so I can worry about shadows and on the staging area where I'm doing now. a bit later on, but for now, as soon as we've got this stage done, we should be ready to go with the oil stage. What I'm going to do though is, I think we'll make this video over 2 days, over 2 parts, and we'll do the oil stage tomorrow. So yeah, we can cut this at about 10 minutes, and I'll use the 20 minutes tomorrow to do the oil stage. It does take a little bit longer, the oil. You're putting more detail in, creases on the curtains, shadows on his back and his legs, and the reflections on the stage. But for now, we're looking good.